starting to learn a nice tune by Nyro, Wedding Bell Blues. Surprised to find it was written in 1966. I think the big hit by the Fifth Dimension with Marilyn McCoo on lead vocal. I kind of think it was around 69, maybe 70. Anyway, it's a nice tune. Nyro wrote a couple of good tunes. This one, another one is Stone Soul Picnic, that the Fifth Dimension had another gigantic hit with back in the day. Nyro also wrote, I believe, Eli's Coming, Three Dog Night, back in the 60s. Let's take a look at the chords. So we've got F major 7, E minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C, A minor, D minor 7, G7, C to E7, A minor, F, E minor 7 for a whole measure, G minor 7, C7, F, C7, F, D minor, G7, D minor, G7 for a whole measure. This is nice. The melody is on the E, which is the 9 of this D minor 9. Then you switch to a D minor 7 over G, E minor 7, A7, again the D minor 9, D minor 7 over G, E minor 7, A7. So now we're back to D minor 7, E minor 7, D minor 7, E minor 7. Yeah, and then we'd return F major 7, E minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C, A minor 7, D minor 7, G, C to the E7. That's nice. That's the 3 dominant. A minor is the 6th chord. F to E minor 7 for a whole measure. G minor 7 to C, which is a 2-5 leading to the 1. The 5 of that 1, C7, back to F, back to D minor, G7. Here's a part, come on now, G6 to G, F with the E on top. Yeah, it's kind of repetitive if you don't have the melody, but anyway, it's come on Bill, come on Bill, come on Wedding Bell. Anyway, let's try the beginning anyway of Wedding Bell Blues, a little solo guitar thing. So, in the beginning, I'm just going to play the F, E minor, D minor, G7 once. And then we can go right into the main melody. We're going to have a C note on the first string, 8th fret, on top of an F major 7. Now I'm trying to sustain the C on the first string. You know, normally you could do to E minor 7 to D7 to G7. I'm trying to sustain that C, so what I did in the beginning, I think, was I just played the bass note for the E, open E 6th string, the bass note for the D, open 4th string, then I went into the G7. So again, if you lead in with a little quick thing, now we've got Bill, the first note is C, open D, this is the G7, and we're into the melody. Now we've got G over C. When I say G over C, I mean the G melody over the C chord. It's a C note. This is like an A minor 7 with a flat 5. Down to D minor 7. C is on the 2nd string. Okay? One more time. This is the G over C. C melody, A minor 7 flat 5, D minor 7, with the C on the second string, A, C, D, D being the top note in this little G7 shape, E over C, this is nice, C on top of the C, D over E7, C over A minor 7, A over the F, G over E minor, G minor with G on top, coming back to the E, change to a C sus, F on the second string, going up to the G on the first string, A over F, B flat over C7, back to the A, F over D minor, kind of lays under the fingers there with the chord, G7 with the second string, D being our melody, F, E, D, this is the nice part, D minor 7. So I've got that E9, the not E9, it's a D9 chord, but the E on the second string is the melody. Then it changes nicely to D minor 7 over G. I kind of leave it as a D9 because I like that. So anyway, oh, I was on your side, Bill, when you were losing. Okay, so it's here we've got the E minor 7 with the G second string. Go down to a cowboy A7, reaching that first string open E. Back to the D9, D minor 9. D minor 9 over G. C, A, G, F, G over A, E minor, G over E minor. Now A7, and we're going to hit the melody A on the first string. D minor with the F on the second string, going up to the G. Now an E minor with E on the second string up to G. Now back to D minor 7, but we're going to go all the way through with the pick to the first string for the A. Okay, so if I haven't lost you already, you're pretty good. From the top, we might have to do a second video for this, but we did all this. Last part there threw me for a loop because it's a repetitive come on Bill, so come on Bill, come on Bill. I got the wedding bell blues. That kind of starts here. It's like a G6 going, take the pinky off and you've got a G major. I'm not playing the 5th string, I'm doing the hybrid picking thing. Now an open F major 7 with the E on top to an open G with the D on the second string. Open E up to F. So anyway, Wedding Bell Blues by Laura Nyro, 1966 copyright, Blackwood Music. Big hit for the Fifth Dimension. Let me know if you have any questions. Walk through it one more time. We've got the little F major 7. You can play around with some filigree stuff. Then we're going to hit Bill, the first note of the melody. Play the open 6th, the open 4th. This is an A minor 7 flat 5 down to D. This is basically, it's 3 notes. It's open D, A, and C. It's a D minor 7 with the C on the 2nd string. Landing on the E minor 7 for a whole measure. G minor 7. Anyway, hope you have fun with it. Hope you like the tune. Again, subscribe if you haven't. Do a lot of jazz standards, a few pop tunes along the way. Recently I did Lately by Stevie Wonder. Did a little chunk of After the Love Is Gone by Earth, Wind and Fire. But if you find it mildly amusing or in some way intellectually stimulating or hilarious, just give me a like. And again, comments and questions are welcome. So have fun, keep playing. Hope you have a great day, and talk to you next time.